Hey guys, so I have favorites, fails, thoughts. I haven't done one of these videos in so long. I think this is July, August, and I'm gonna go ahead and make it September too because it's already September 16th. So anyways, these are kind of the products that I've rounded up. There's been a lot of going on in my life right now, and yeah, and I hadn't had a lot of like favorite products or even really anything too interesting happening with my makeup, so I will show you what I do have. One of the products that I have been holding on to for several months, and I'm like, I need to share this because I know so many of us have trouble with sunscreen and breakouts, and this stuff is bomb diggy. This is the Derma Antioxidant Natural Sunscreen. It is SPF 30. It's a mineral zinc oxide sunscreen. I believe it is oil free. I know for certain that it is silicone free. I love this stuff. It is working so well for me. I'm not breaking out. I'm not burning. As far as the white cast go, I know that's a concern with zinc a lot. I can give myself a white cast if I slather this on. I have to be careful when I'm putting it on. If I just put like a normal amount on and rub it in, I'm good, no white cast. But if I forget and I like put a big glob in my hand and try to rub that into my face, it will leave a white cast. This is so good, I've actually been wearing it under my makeup occasionally as a treatment. As I was researching zinc and trying to find a good zinc sunscreen, as it turns out, zinc is actually a known remedy for acne. And all of the research I've done for acne prone skin, I cannot recall being told to use zinc ever. So yeah. I've actually been using this. It's actually also a remedy for oily skin, which is also another problem that I'm having. So I do feel like as I've been using this, I have seen a reduction in the oily craziness. That being said, I'm also using another product that I really, really love. Or it could just be hormones, so I can't really say for sure that it is this. But I really recommend, I know it's getting late in the summer and you're probably already done with your sunscreen. Put this on your list for next year. It is good. It doesn't actually expire either until 2019. So because it's not a chemical sunscreen, it has a longer shelf life. On to the other product that I was talking about that I've been using for my oiliness is this Becca Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. I am really enjoying this. This is also a silicone-free product. I think it's also oil-free, I'm not certain. It says on the directions to pat this in. I haven't had any trouble with peeling or rolling or any of that. I have been patting it in and not rubbing it in. And it just, like, my skin has been so oily and it's been so hot that even in the mornings, like after I wash my face, by the time I put my makeup on, my skin's feeling like dewy already. So it's like, this is just completely like sucking that out. I'm making it several hours, probably about 6 hours before I even need to powder. And usually I kind of go, usually my routine's like 3 to 4 hours I have to powder. At about 6 hours I have to blot and powder, and then at about 8 hours I'm like just a hot mess and I'm blotting and powdering and nothing's really working at all. This is like, I can powder once throughout the day and I'm good. Typically by the end of the day I'm looking a little dewy again, but that's okay. I really like that product. I'm not using it every day. Just because it does feel a little bit drying and the effects seem to be lasting. Like if I use it today, my skin will feel a little bit less oily tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So I don't know if it's something that you might want to not use every day. I don't know. I'm still kind of testing it out, but I am loving it. This is like my only fail for the month. It's not really a fail. Probably not really a fail for me because I didn't buy it. So yeah, if I would have purchased this, I would have been very pissed off. I probably would have been really pissed off, but I didn't. So I got the Kat Von D kit from Influencer. I never got around to actually making a good video about the products in it. I really like to thoroughly review the products that I get. I just didn't get around to it. So the product that I hated out of that box was the stupid brush. And what frustrates me is that I keep reading the reviews and it's like 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. So I don't know if I got a defective brush or if the whole world's crazy and I'm not. I don't know. Or if maybe I'm just crazy. Obviously, you know, it's probably me, but I hate this brush. And I'm going to tell you why I hate this brush. For starters, I have washed this brush twice, and let's see if you can see the hairs sticking out of it. I don't know what you can see on the camera, but there's like hair here, there's a hair here. It is losing those hairs. Every time I wash it, it loses more hairs. Also, look at the cut of it. It just looks really jakey to me. I don't know. It could just be the intended shape of the brush, but it just looks really jakey and of poor quality to me. This is almost a $40 brush. It is ridiculously soft. Yay. But I don't really care if my makeup brushes are soft. I want them to work. So that's my concern. And I didn't feel like this worked either. I thought it was kind of terrible at picking up the powder. I didn't think it had enough grit to actually hold on to anything. I felt like these really smooth bristles, if I were to dab my face too much with this, it picks up the oil and just kind of sits on here. And it's not just oil, it's anything, like if you have a dewy finish foundation or whatever, it sits on this brush and it just collects and it makes the hairs like bunch together. I don't like this brush. Had a memory card or a battery die. I'm still not quite sure what happened there. But anyway, so I hate the Kat Von D brush. I know that's a strong word, but it just really frustrates me that this is almost $40. And then I have this little gem in my collection that has a very, very similar shape. I know this one comes across as a little fluffier, but they're both very like loosely packed. I feel like the Kat Von D is actually a little bit more dense, and they have this nice kind of tulipy shape. I feel like the Real Techniques brush is actually cut like cleaner. It's still a little bit wonky in places, but it just looks like a nice clean shape to me. I'm sorry, it is a little bit dirty, but when you compare the two of these, like the Kat Von D brush really looks like it has a bad haircut. I mean, that's, I don't know. Anyway, so I love this brush. I think it's not as soft, but I actually think it's better at picking up product and putting the product on your face, which is ultimately what I want the brush to do. So maybe my expectations are just a little bit different with this guy than other people. I don't really know, but I don't think that's a good brush, and I would highly recommend you don't waste your money on it. However, it's not all bad for the things that I got in the Influencer box. I did really, really like the concealer brush. This one's $24. I like this, and I don't know if I didn't get it for free, would I run out and pay $24 for a concealer brush? I don't know. But I do really like this brush, and it is awesome, and it actually makes me want to use a brush for my concealer. I usually use my beauty blender or my finger. Some of my concealers don't work well with the beauty blender. So in those cases, I typically use my fingers because I find applying concealer with a brush to normally be streaky, more trouble than it's worth, yada yada yada. However, I do really like this. I have one other concealer brush that I do actually really like, but it doesn't make me reach for it. Like, some days I'll just be putting on my concealer and I'm like, you know what? I really want to use that concealer brush. So I really like this brush. I love this. Let me do it this way. I love the shape of it here. It fits perfectly into my eye socket. I love that how it blends. It doesn't leave my face streaky. This one, on the other hand, this one is actually cut really nice. Yeah, so it doesn't leave streakiness. It just blends everything so beautifully. I love that. So, yeah. All right. Last three favorites of the month. One is a body product. I just have to mention this. This is like $5 and I haven't heard a lot about it. I know a lot of us like the Tree Hut products. I really enjoy this. I'm not sure if the scent is for everybody. It's old school, like Jergens, that cherry almond scent, but it's got like a tang to it. So it's got like this tardiness to it that I really enjoy personally. It looks very like thick and oily, but it's actually it lathers a lot, and it doesn't leave like a really oily residue, but it does feel very, very moisturizing on the skin. I am really enjoying this. I've only had it for probably just a little over a month, and I'm already down to here. So I'm using the crap out of that. Another product I've really been loving this month is this It Cosmetics. I've been loving this pretty much all summer for I'm almost done. Like, almost done. Oily skin girls, we have a really hard time. Bye Bye Pores, Poreless Finish HD Micro Powder. I've been loving this, and this may not be for everybody, and this definitely is probably not for people with dry skin, because when I put this on, it just like mattifies my face, and that's what I want. Yes, it can look a little powdery sometimes. If it does, I just put some Smashbox primer water, just because that's what I have right now. But so it can be a little powdery, but this is matte, and I like that this is matte, and that makes me happy. It has a completely matte finish, so if you want to do this and then put some highlighter on, you can. I don't feel like I can wear highlighter in the summer just because my skin is already so dewy, so I like this. It makes me really happy, and I'm going to repurchase that when that little bit is gone. And lastly, I've really been enjoying this Smashbox Insta-matte. I know this has been around for a while. I decided to pick this up. I was actually using primer, just primer samples that I had, and just kind of dabbing it on. That works. So if you're interested, try that. I wanted something portable to throw in my makeup bag because I was enjoying the idea so much, and I wanted to be able to throw this in my purse and carry it around. I am using the crap out of it. I love it. If you saw my 16 and 16 video, that's really making... I've been using basically 16 lip products for almost the whole year. And that's making that project a lot more enjoyable, because you have to think, I have 16 lip products, and by using this, I have quite a bit more options. So I have a matte version and the regular version of every one of my products. I do really like this. It does, I feel like, lighten the lipstick. And another cool effect, it does mattify, but if you're like me and you have kind of crinkly, wrinkled lips and you don't really love the way you look in matte lipstick, this actually kind of blurs a little bit. Now, I'm not going to say it makes your lips completely perfect looking. No, it doesn't do that, but it does actually kind of blur that out a little bit and make your lips look more full and plump. So that is another benefit of this. It can be a little drying if you are wearing it several days in a row. I do feel like it does get a little drying after that. But other than that, I love it, and I would really recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. So those are all of my favorite thoughts and fails for July, August, and September. Hopefully I won't be this long. Hopefully I'll get another one of these up before the end of the year. Anyways, so that's all I have for today, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!